Oh, hello there. Today we're going to put together a Lego set called The Bad Batch Attack Shuttle off the Disney Plus TV show The Bad Batch. Let's open it up and see what's in it. Bag of pieces number 6 or 9, whichever one you want it to be. Bag of pieces number 3. Bag of pieces number 7. Bag of pieces number 4. Bag of pieces number 2. Bag of pieces number 1. A great big box. I wonder what could be in there. Oh, another bag of pieces number 1. Bag of pieces number 5. And that's everything that's in the box. There are 7 bags in total. We should start with number 1. Let's see what's inside that very mysterious box. Looks like a huge book of instructions that is over 197 pages long. And what else is in that box? Looks like a sticker sheet. And there's not anything else in it. I just finished putting together the set, and it's so big that it barely fits on the camera. But this set took about 6 hours to put together, and it is 969 pieces. One of the first things that you get in this set is this gray, dark blue, and black speeder. And it has 2 little shooters that you can press to fire, like this. And now I'll never find that piece now that I fired that off. But it has these 2 skiing pieces that you can tilt in different directions. And the steering piece right here that you can split and do some cool stuff with. And it has a sticker on the front right there. And it has a sticker here on the side of this piece, on the top of this, and on the side of this. So 3 stickers on one piece. I won't complain though, because there's not very many stickers in this set. But this thing is pretty cool. The second thing you get in this set is this green and gray scooter. Not a scooter, speeder. And this one's a little bit smaller than the other one if you compare the 2. But it is very cool and detailed for its size. It has a steering wheel that you tilt down like that. It's put on there backwards on purpose. And it has a little clip that you can put a gun onto or anything that will hold. And it has a little disc piece on the top up here. I don't really know what that's used for. It might be some kind of motor or something. And it has a sticker here on this piece, right here on this piece, and that is all the stickers that this has. So 2 stickers on that. And the big thing that the set is named after is this right here, and it is absolutely huge. If you spread its wings out flat, then it's about 1.5 feet long when you get it to that point. I can't even fit it on the camera. But it's huge, and most of the pieces definitely go into this. Now there's a whole bunch of little tiny pieces that go through right here. Now it has 3 of these little light pieces, one here, and there's one on the other wing. And these wings, when you land it, it's intended that you fold the thing up like that. And then it looks like that. It looks very cool. I was worried that the sides of the wings would end up looking bad because it's the undersides of pieces. But one of the things that you do in this set is you actually mirror this side to this side. So it actually looks really good. I'm not really a person that's bothered by the undersides of Lego pieces though. But I know some people don't like it. I like it though because it lets you know what kind of toy it is. The front of the set has this big cockpit piece right here, and I thought it was a sticker the entire time I've seen this set. Every time I look at it, I think it was a sticker, but it's actually a printed piece. The entire thing is the sides, the top, and everything, and I was happy that it was printed because I really didn't want to put a sticker on something like that. But this part opens up right here, but you can see that you can't lift it up all the way. And one of the cool things, let me put the wing down, is that you can open up this. There's a little hinge back there, and that opens up the inside of the set. The inside of the set and the back of it has 2 stickers. One sticker there, one sticker right here, and a little hinge piece that you can open that up, and it has a little chest right there, or a little crate, and you can actually pull that out. Hang on a minute. There. It's not attached to anything, it just sits in there because of those 2 hinged pieces. But there is the little crate. It comes out like that. You can put things in it because it's a crate. The front of the set has 2 seats and a little control piece right here. And this little opened up area. I don't really know why it's opened up though. And well, pointing out the 2 seats, that's really all there is in the front. And the very front of the ship has this little hinged piece just to curve that down and make it look better, I guess is what that's for. The underside of the set looks like this. It has a whole bunch of little tubed pieces made out of little Technic pieces that you pin in to keep the wings in place. And it has two little shooters that you can fire like this. I have no idea where that landed. Sounds like it landed behind the box though. And it has two little blasters up here. They don't fire though, but they look good. And a few little pieces that cover up the undersides, like right here and right here. And that's really all there is to the bottom. The first figure that they give you is Hunter, and he looks very cool. A very, very detailed figure. You can see there's lots of metallic paint on him that's shining in the light. He's a very shiny figure. And there's printing on the legs and feet, and there's printing on the torso of him. And there's none on the sides, but there's printing on the back of his torso. And his helmet, it looks very cool. It has two different colors on it, the red and the white. It all looks very good. The mold for the helmet looks very good too. Lots of detail. You can see all the little bolts and stuff that goes into it. It's very shiny too. They also include a hairpiece so that you can take his helmet off and also have him look like he does in the show. And that hairpiece looks exactly like he does in the show. So that looks very good. And under the hairpiece, they give you two different faces. One where he looks concerned and mad, and another one where he looks furious. The next figure that they give you is Crosshair, and he looks very cool. He's got lots of printing on his helmet and around his body and legs. It's only like two colors, but it looks very cool. The contrast does. Here's the bottom of his helmet. It has some metallicness to it. It's very cool looking. It looks very 3D. It looks almost metal, to be honest. He has a belt that has some metallic paint on it. And around the back, he has some printing on his back too. Now his helmet looks very cool. It has this green visor over it. And the bottom of his helmet, man, it looks really good. Now his actual face underneath also looks very good. You can see the crosshair over his eye just like he has in the show. And he has no back face. I guess that's understandable because without his helmet he wouldn't have another face on the back of his head because he's bald. The next figure that they give you is Tech, and he's probably my favorite figure in the set just because he has so much detail in him, and his helmet and everything is just very cool looking. Now he has some printing on his legs, feet, and body, and it all looks very cool. He's not as shiny as the other ones, but he doesn't need to be. I don't think he's made out of that same material that they had at the show. It has this little backpack with this antenna sticking out of it. That looks cool. It's attached with one of those things that you put over the neck with a stud on the back. And his helmet is probably my favorite part of him. It just has so much detail in it. It has this little visor. You can't close it or open it or anything, but that's okay because it's very cool looking. It also has this red line in the top of his head that goes down to this piece of his helmet right here. And he looks very cool. They also give you a hairpiece for Tech when you take his helmet off. And that hairpiece is the same one that they use in some of the Ghostbusters sets. And if you take it off, he has another face where he's not wearing his goggles and he looks confused. I really don't know how to explain that face. But he is my favorite figure in this set, and he looks very cool. The next figure that they give you is Echo, and he looks very cool. He's also very shiny. He's got this very shiny finish to him. But he has printing on his body, legs, feet, and even on his right arm. That arm printing also looks very good. It has this shininess to it, some metallic paint, and this little red stripe. He also has two different colored hands. I don't really know of many Lego characters that they've done that to. And his helmet is very detailed. It has this metallic paint on like 4 different parts. Also on the top, if that will focus in on that. But he also has this very shiny visor, and the bottom of his helmet has that 3D-ness too. In fact, a lot of them have that, but it looks very cool. Underneath his helmet, they give you this face print right here. He has some little metallic pieces on the sides of his head, and on the back, he has this little computer chip with a whole bunch of shiny pieces, and it looks very cool. And I don't know if I pointed out that back print, but it looks really good too. The final figure that they give you is Wrecker, and he looks very cool. And he has this little piece of armor that's meant to make him look a little bit bulkier, and it does the job. Let me compare him to another figure so you can see the height different. It's just a little bit, but it makes him look bulkier, and that's what it's supposed to do. It looks good, and it has this metallic finish on top of it too. He has some printing on the sides. He's got a little skull there, just like in the show. That's what his armor has on it. And he also has this very detailed helmet where the print wraps around the sides a little bit. It looks very cool. And he has this metallic paint on the legs and the body. And underneath his helmet, he has this face where he has his one eye. Well, the other eye is all whited out like it is in the show. And he has his veins going through his head on that side. And he looks very cool. And they don't have any printing on the other side, but that's okay because he's bald and it wouldn't look good if you had the helmet off and he had 2 faces on him. Also, I don't know if this is a mistake or not, but my set came with 2 of the pieces of armor that they use on Wrecker. And the final thing that they include in this set is this little Gonk Droid that they had in most of the episodes. It looks pretty good. It gets the job done on looking like what it looks like in the show. Has 2 studs on top of each other for the little piped legs and uses these little hinged bar pieces as the feet. It has some little studs on the side to go under that grill plate. It looks pretty good. It's only a few pieces, but in my opinion, this is a very good Lego set. It's probably my favorite Star Wars set that they've made. It has a very good price to part ratio, and it's worth it for its price. And it has a lot of little side builds that are a lot of fun, and all the figures are very good. The only thing I'd ask for is that it would have Omega in it, since she's in all the episodes. But they probably didn't even know about that, since all Lego probably seen was just a few pictures of concept art for the show. But it's a very good set, and I'd recommend it. 5 stars for sure.